Man, what's up, y'all? What it do? What it do? Yeah, so enthused to be with y'all on this Memorial Day, man. Happy Memorial Day, and shout outs to those men and women who laid their lives down in service of this country, man. You know, I know we love to have the barbecues and everybody get the drinking and all that, but let's not forget what it's really all about. So, yeah, man, good to see y'all. Glad that y'all are alive. Give thanks for another day, all of that stuff, man. So tonight, man, I got a doozy for y'all, man. I'm not gonna lie, your boy Peter, your boy Bag Juice is I'm a little despondent, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Kind of losing my religion a little bit, losing faith in mankind, man. You know what I'm saying? A brother who I thought was solid ain't so solid, man. And it's sad. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second, y'all. 'Cause me and this particular gentleman have these conversations all the time, speaking about just how vaginal society is these days. And then he engages in the vaginal activity. I just don't understand the short-sightedness, man. Initially when I decided to make this foray into YouTube, I'd approached Stewpeas about the idea of us doing a show together. And the reason being was because when we'd have our private conversations, the conversations would be so, for lack of a better word, spicy. There's a lot of contention there, but it was respectful. And I think pretty intellectual too at the same time. And being around this so-called conscious community, which is kind of what gave me the inclination to even start YouTube and going on these panels and doing these sort of intellectual jousting matches with people online. There's a sport element to it. And what I was selling Stu Peas on is the fact that I'm considered to be the outlandish. The term they use in this community is pseudo, right? I don't subscribe to germ theory. Uh, I'm of the opinion that dinosaurs are made up. I don't subscribe to evolution theory as it's proffered by conventional science. Okay. What else? Man, pretty much well, I'm not going to say anything, but a great deal of orthodox education, science, a good deal of it I'm pretty much diametrically opposed to. So that has garnered me a reputation. Reputation I'm not ashamed of, certainly not. But Stu P's being Jamaican and me being Jamaican, I thought even if he believed that I'm ridiculous and my takes are outlandish, he would, he'd be wise enough to understand, like, the bigger picture, to see the forest for the trees. The forest for the trees being us playing good cop, bad cop, me being I guess for lack of a better words, a raving lunatic or whatever some would like to characterize me, and him being sort of the voice of reason, reining me in. And, there'll be playful ribbon and we're going at each other. It's gladiator school type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That energy, like people, that's something that's sellable. It's marketable. That's the bigger picture. Like my idea isn't to come on YouTube and just run my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I could run my mouth. I'll go to the barbershop and do that. Or I could go on people panels and do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have conviction. I believe in everything that I say strenuously, and I enjoy just the discourses in and of themselves. I don't necessarily need money, so to speak. but but yeah, that is the eventual goal, is to monetize this thing, is to actually, make it somewhat of a viable income stream. That's the idea. So how the hell is we falling out behind, this dead ass white dude? Because I don't buy into his theory and his garbage ass natural selection. It was garbage. Don't work. If you understand how the cell works, you know that theory has no viability. And the only reason why Western science still clings on to it like a goddamn, like how a baby clings on to a binky, or a drowning man clings on to a goddamn bingy, is because of dogma and religiosity, right? Darwin isn't a natural philosopher anymore, a scientist. He's what's the term I'm looking for? He's an emblem, right? He's emblematic of Western accomplishment and the apex of Western thought, along with Sigmund Freud in the area of psychology. And, you know, once you've reached that sort of deific type of status, it's no longer about your your um your teachings or your theories and all of that. It now goes into the realm of religiosity. But it's curious to me, for me to see black folks. Well, actually, you know what? It's not all that curious. I was gonna say it's curious for me to see black folks fighting for this guy's theory with the same vigor that white academia does. Um, it's very strange behavior, but it's par for the course when it comes to our people. We have been, for all intents and purposes, our agency and our thinking has been co-opted by the dominant society, to use um, a Neely Fuller term. So it's not all that surprising. If you look around, and pretty much all of the principles that you see in society are of a particular hue. It's only natural, I suppose, for some to basically look at, those principles and those of their ilk to be the ones who have the correct position on things, right? Otherwise, how come they're on top? And they have all this great technology, and they basically subjugated the world and, colonized the world and all the rest of it. So I get the thinking. Um, I understand the thinking, but I suppose it's just, why is that not showing? Man, I promise you, this YouTube job be pissing me off, man. Okay, it says I'm still alive. Why that be? Hey, y'all hold on, right? Yeah, man. I'm immensely disappointed in my brother Stewpeas, man. And it's so funny because it goes back to the conversation we're having about mental health a couple of shows before that, where I was saying that there should be a place still in society for that more rough and rugged, heavy-handed, get up and get it done no matter what approach, right? I'm not saying it should be the only thing. I do think there's that can be overdone. I'll agree with that. But that element cannot be completely removed from society, particularly when you're talking about males. Like, you got to have some spine, some backbone to you, brother. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You asking your wife if you look fat in jeans, and like, that ain't, brother. And I know we all lose our way, and when you tend to get married, and you'll get, you get domesticated. Kind of takes your edge away. right? You become a defanged lion. I get it. We all want some in-house, some in-house innards, to borrow another YouTuber's phrasing. I always like that phrase, where viscous innards, right? As men, we all want some viscous innards. And you know what I mean? And when you have living viscous innards, it'll make you lose your edge. It could happen to any one of us, man. But my goodness, bro. I mean, brother, to not answer my phone call, bro. I mean, we've been talking every day for the last 4 or 5 months. Like, I thought you was my dog. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, we click tight. Ace Boon Coon. And I say something about a dead ass saltine. Y'all know what a saltine is? I can't say the C word that I want to say on YouTube. But you let this dead ass saltine make it so that, bruh, you can't even answer. Bridget, when I read that you answer my call and say, hey, Peter Bag Juice, yeah, post wall. I'm not in nothing with you, go suck your mother. Would I read that? I would have rather that, because that lets me know, okay, this where he stand at. But bruh, you giving me the cold shoulder? Like we fucking? Like what is going on, bruh? And then I call you, I call you on the phone, bruh, and you send me a generated text saying, can you call me back later? Can I call him back later? You don't even put the one that say, I'll call you back. Listen, man, I don't know what else to call that but effeminate. It's effeminate behavior. I don't know what else to call it. You feel me? And I'm not trying to be one of those people where they fall out with somebody, they just go on a rampage about them and act like they are just the worst. Nah, but man, listen, man, it's got to be said, bro. So we're going to be going over the video that caused the end of the Stewpeas and Bag Juice podcast. We're going to be reviewing that video and showing where Stewpeas erred, and showing where much of the quote unquote conscious community errs often, even the ones who purport to be so scientifically literate. And they're often the ones who are quick to tell you you have comprehension issues. On this show tonight, it will be clearly demonstrated for anybody with a working brain that Stewpeas was completely, completely wrong and strong, and very ignorant. Right? So around this time, like I am wont to do, if you've ever been on here, you know I rock, you know I get down. What we about to do right now is get into a musical selection, man, before I kick this show off. You feel me? Yeah, Stewpeas, you from Duane Park, Jamaica, man. You know what I'm saying? And Stewpeas, I'm 42. Stewpeas 10 years older than me, right? I could say I grew up in the 90s, because I would have been 8 years old in 1990. But even in the 80s, coming back to 95 when I left the island, right? Even if you're not into the foolishness, like I guess what we call bad man thing or a gangster, thug, or none of that, right? Jamaica, particularly in those times, was a rugged society. Like even our games are violent. We used to play a game called Salad or Kick, where we playing soccer, and if somebody kicks the ball through your legs, everybody that's playing the game gets to kick you until you run and touch the base and cleanse yourself. And dudes is not, it ain't no little pity patty kicks. Dudes is coming with Jackie Chan flying, you know what I'm talking about? Stone War, where we line up on each side and we just throw rocks at each other. Dudes getting their head bust open. That was a game for us. Like we Stewpeas come from the mesh marina days. Y'all remember the mesh marinas, y'all? The Americans be making fun of, where they say they got them the Jamaican shirts with all the holes in it. He come from that era. Bro, what happened to you, bro? What happened? Like you come from a rough and rugged time, bro. Like, what is all this? I gotta walk on eggshells and you're demeaning me and you're belittling me. And what is that, bro? I can't even crack a joke on you. In Jamaica, we'll call it draw card. When somebody playing a card on you, meaning like they're ranking on you, they playing the dozens, they jonesing you, they roasting you, right? Stewpeas know this anywhere in Jamaica, particularly from our era and his era. That's all we do. Nigga, your skin gotta be crocodile thick. And if we sense any form of vulnerability, nigga, if we sense any blood in the water, nigga, we tear you up. We tearing you asunder. You feel me? Limb by limb, you finna get toe up. Hear nothing about that pussy shit, man. Come on, man. Nigga make me, man. I'm in my fields, y'all. So this is what we finna do. This how we finna kick it off, man. The first song, man. What we got for the people, Bag Juice? Used to be my dog. You was in my left titty. Let's go, Jada.
Now it's a war, you ain't on the side with me. Used to be my dog, you
pull up.
Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die, I thought you would die with me. Found out you a bitch, you can't even ride with
Damn,
me.
homie.
Now it's a war, you ain't on the side with me. Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die, I thought you would die with
Let
me.
go.
Found out you a bitch, you can't even
Happy
ride
Memorial
with
Day,
me.
y'all.
Now it's a war, you ain't on the side with me.
When it rains, niggas get wet, stay dry. Don't cross me, I can peep the snake eye. Just lost me, like your shadow in the dark. Fucked around and crossed me to hit the shadow with the spark. Blew your shit apart, that was two halves for one nigga. Look at him, I set out for free land. Dumb nigga, stupid is the stupid does. Cocksucker, and look what being stupid does. Get you shot, sucker. I let you get too close and you bit me. I closed one eye for too long, tried to hit me. Thought you was with me, well you might as well forget me. Cause from this point on, it's war, it won't stop until one of us is gone. I'm still mad at myself for letting that shit go down. Somebody should have told me I was fucking with a clown. And I think they found cement shoes, nigga drown. You know how shit get around.
Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die, I thought you would die with me. Found out you a bitch, you can't even ride with me. Now it's a war, you ain't on the side with me. Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die, I thought you would die with me. Found out you a bitch, you can't even ride with me. Now it's a war, you ain't on the side with me.
Hey yo, X, fuck them niggas. Them niggas ain't your dogs. Better treat them like some cats and shake their ass to the floor. Been seen the foul shit, put the guns in them. Lil' wanna be used, why you run with them? You can't trust niggas no further than you can throw them. You don't wanna murder the niggas, then you blow them. He using your style, that make him your child. And he shouldn't make a move till he hear it from your mouth. We don't allow snakes running with dogs. Tell them ain't nothing like a funeral, it's gonna be yours. Double R. And I ain't here to start trouble, God. But if they wasn't your niggas, I would've been to hit them hard. Niggas look like they phony, sound like they phony. Run around acting like motherfuckers homies. We all make mistakes, that's part of the breaks. But you can still call the apes. We bringin' the duct tape and the broomstick. Them bitch ass niggas is getting raped. Know how we ride, whoever on they side could die. And we ain't trying to be blind, fuck eye for eye. Cause we only taking yours, you know the dogs. And
Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die, I thought you would die with me. Found out you a bitch, you can't even ride with me. Now it's a war, you ain't on the side with me. Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die, I thought you would die with me. Found out you a bitch, you can't even ride with me. Now it's a war, you ain't on the side with me.
There was always something there, but I just couldn't touch it. Was it something that would hurt me? So a nigga said fuck it. I let it slide, laugh and joke, let it ride. Now that you done killed it, I'm glad that it died. It's alright, I know where you live, I'm just waiting. So we knock on your front door and let you meet Satan. That's what you get for hating. Fuck you, faggot. I never did trust you, faggot. I bust you, faggot. What you done forgot about the streets is this. You do a grimy nigga like you do a grimy bitch. Just stop fucking with him. Got no more rap. No more, yo, what's up, D? No more that. Be lucky if I don't spit it.
No more rap, man. No more rap. Hey, but you know what? Let's smooth it out, man. Let's smooth it out. That ain't the energy I'm on though, for real. But as X said in the song, man, I've been Pete. Don't think I ain't Pete. I ain't never Pete. Been Pete. Just been watching you, homie. And you showed me your true colors, man. You're not constructed right, brother. You know what I'm saying? Do in the park with a shame on your dog, man. I tell you that right now. Yeah. Anyway, let's smooth it out.
Well, hello again. I haven't seen you since the stars were in my eyes, but I've grown since then. I'm not the child I used to be. You know I've searched so many rainbows, trying to find the answer.
Trying to find the answer.
I even follow the way. I even follow the way that love goes. And I've learned how to love you. Don't be afraid. I'm gonna prove that my loving was made for you.
You wanna be
You know you wanna be loved just like this.
just like this.
You know
You want to be
you wanna be loved just like this.
just like this. Just like this.
Give in to love. Let me lead you. Let me show you all the ways. I can teach you things that you've never dared to learn. You know I've searched so many rainbows, trying to find the answer.
Trying to find the answer.
I even follow the way. I even follow the way that love goes. And I've learned how to love you. Don't be afraid. I'm gonna prove that my loving was made for you. Baby.
You know you wanna be loved.
You know
You want to be
you want to be loved just like this.
Man, that's smoother than a baby's bottom, y'all. You must admit. Yes, sir. Let me check the chat out, see if anybody pulled up. Got one more musical selection for y'all. And then we gonna get into the cooking, man. You see what y'all talking about out there. What is the people talking about? Search so many rainbows. All right, one more musical selection, like I said before we get into it, man. So we just had the brother, the FBA brother, singing the song. So of course, us tethers, particularly Jamaicans, we love to cover y'all American stuff, man. So let me know in the chat or in the comments on the playback, who did it better? Did the FBA do it better, or did the tether do it better? I'm on goddamn mute. It's weird. Let's go, y'all. You. Hello again.
I haven't seen you since the stars were in my eyes, but I've grown since then. I've grown since then. I'm not the child I used to be. You know I've searched so many rainbows, searched so many rainbows, trying to find the answer, trying to find the answer. I even followed the way.
Hey, if y'all just pulling up, man, welcome to the Peter Back Juice Show. We here, y'all, celebrating the unfortunate demise of the Peter Juice and Stewpeas podcast. Grand opening, grand closing, man. It was over before it even began, man. So we're gonna go into the video. We're gonna be reviewing a video of what caused the ultimate demise of me and Stewpeas' relationship and show how Stewpeas erred in how Stewpeas lacks comprehension, basically. So yeah, let's get back into it, y'all. We just rocking out for a little bit to a couple tunes, then we going right into it, y'all.
I even followed the way that love goes, and I've learned how to love you. Don't be afraid. I'm gonna prove that my love was made for you. Yeah, for you. Well, for you. Yeah, yeah. Oh. You know you wanna be loved. You know you wanna be loved.
Happy Memorial Day, y'all.
Yeah, yeah. You know you wanna be loved. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, oh, oh. You know you wanna be loved. You know you wanna be loved. You know you wanna be
You wanna be loved.
know you wanna be
Yes, 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 Mr. Al. Talk to him. Yeah, y'all. So we about to get into it. Check this. Check the chat one more time, see if anybody pulled up. Then we're going to get right into it. We're going to start sauteing and flambeing. You hear me? Yeah, man. Happy Mother. I was about to say Happy Mother's Day. Happy Memorial Day once again to everybody out there. Hope you and yours are safe and content. More life, more blessings. Just peace, love, and unity. Yeah, we're doing a cooking show today. We're cooking some Stewpeas for Memorial Day. You know what I'm talking about? But it's no hard feelings. I promise it's not, man. You know, it just has to be done. And I think there's a greater lesson to be learned too. You hear me? So let's check this chat out. All right, nobody in the chat. Cool. All right, so we're finna go right to this video. We're gonna review. Give me a second, guys. Gonna review this video here. Boom, there we go. And we're off. Well, we're not off quite yet. And we're off.
One of 20 guys for this means inventing a new gene. You want to give me the overview on that one?
Steve is the real biologist. And
Life means new life, new form of life means new protein, means new gene.
Well,
Wait a minute. He just said that Steve is a biologist. Now, that's interesting.
I'll explain it in
You
terms
realize that Steve didn't push back. Let me say something. You realize that Steve didn't push back on what he just said. Because what he just said was really effed up. Because anybody who practices evolution know that everything evolved from a singularity. There's no new forms of that life evolved from a singularity. Right? And he used the term new form of life.
Yeah, he's talking about new species. He's talking about speciation.
There's no, but his choice of words that he used was bullshit.
Okay, all right. Now, really and truly, this hurt his argument about the gentleman that was hosting the round table or the discussion using the term, because he said new protein equal new gene equal new life, new form of life, whatever. Stewpeas seized on that, pounced on that for whatever reason. But the minute that I explained to him that he was referring to speciation, that should have been the end of it, right? Because if you look up the definition of speciation, it does use the word new life form, speciation. He's not saying literally that, yes, we get it, Stewpeas, the Big Bang, and we all come from one singularity that exploded or expanded into everything that we see in the universe. But I got it. We got it. Now, that's not even pertinent, or that's not even germane to this discussion, because natural selection doesn't attempt to tell you, or evolution theory in total doesn't attempt to tell you where life originated from. It only deals with the diversity and the development in life once life is already here. So that singularity thing doesn't even apply here, even though I get your point. Your overall point is that every living thing is related. It's the same genetic material. Got it. We got it. We're clear.
And he knew what he did. Because when you use the word new form of life, what you're actually doing is is getting your audience mixed up by telling them new form of life. Oh, he's mentioning Darwin. Darwin wasn't talking about new form of life, because every evolutionist believe that life.
Yes, he was, man. He was talking about new forms of life. He was saying that those adaptations that organisms make, like those famous finches that he always talks about, he says those small adaptations over time accumulate, right? Over time, those changes accumulate to where an organism will diverge, or there'll be a new species. Natural Natural selection theory is the explanation or an attempt by Darwin to explain the diversity of life, the different life forms, the different species, speciation. That's what the theory is about.
Come from a singularity. That if we go far back enough, everything is related. But he did not tell you that.
So perhaps I'm misguided too then, because I was under the impression that the argument that Darwin, maybe you can help me out, but I was under the impression that the argument that Darwin was making was that the small localized changes that happen due to environmental pressures, like for example, the sheep, not having such thick fur in more tropical climates, or the finches' beaks, I think, were they elongating or becoming shorter because of some environmental pressure? I can't remember exactly how it goes. And that basically the idea was that these small changes could cumulatively, over a period of time, lead to speciation, i.e., new species, i.e., new forms of life. That's
Now, for the Darwinites out there, right? For those who claim to be so erudite, anyone who is a detractor, please inform me. Was I incorrect in my characterization of what natural theory, what natural selection theory is? Was I wrong? Was I right? Where did I err? Tell me, please.
not how that goes, or?
You see, what you're trying is that evolutionists will tell you there's not, and there's speech. And life originates from a singularity. If you use if you want to change the word from species to form of life, I'll give you that. Change it. Right? But he's not using it that way.
Stewpeas, that's what a species is. I mean, man, he gets mad at me at some point for laughing at him because I guess, to some degree he felt I was mocking, but I mean, I believe I showed unbelievable restraint. If Stewpeas wasn't my friend and this was just some random person, I'd have called this person a cretin a long time ago and told him get off my show. Because if you can't follow a basic line of logic, then what I envision for this channel, I envision this particular channel to be much more cerebral than a typical fare that you have in this quote unquote conscious community. There are some very intelligent brothers here. Don't get me wrong. But the vast majority of it is people kind of purporting to be intelligent, pseudo intellectuals, just regurgitating nonsense that they hear from orthodox Western science, and then puffing their chest up as if they're some kind of big shot. And it's a recurring theme with these people. Every time I listen to them, they cannot follow a simple argument, particularly if there's some bias gets introduced. Like, for instance, if they find out that the speaker or whoever it is that they're discussing happens to be, I don't know, a Christian or a Muslim or whatever, they immediately jump to, oh, he's a flat earther. He's crazy. Okay, just have some patience. Have some temerity, right? Be an actual intellectual. Be quiet. Listen to the argument that's being made and address the arguments. These dudes, they cannot help it. They have no impulse control and always thought that Stewpeas was a little bit different. But man, was I wrong.
He's not using it that way. Right? He's more implied of different. He's a real white supremacist because the white supremacist argument in music. Like he would want, like how the white supremacists are implying that black man, is a different form of life than a white man.
I assumed every white person is racist anyway. That's my default setting.
At this point, I just try to diffuse what would be the impending tension, because what he just said was so stupid. I couldn't make heads or tails of white supremacy and black men being new form of life. And I couldn't. I don't know what the hell he was trying to communicate right there.
Until proven otherwise. That's just how I operate, bro. But anyway, we're gonna get right back into it. So, real quick, just looking up the definition of speciation here. It says speciation is how a new kind of plant or animal species is created. Speciation occurs within a group. Speciation occurs when a group within a species separates from other members.
You heard that, Stewpeas? A new form of species. Oh, new life. Okay. All right. You want him to say species instead of life. Okay, dude. Jesus.
Of the species and develops its own unique characteristics. And that is from National Geographic. That's National Geographic's definition. Let's see what Wiki says. It says speciation is the evolutionary process by which populations evolve to become distinct species. All right? And dictionary.com says the formation of new biological species by the development or branching off of one species into two or more.
New. You hear that? You hear that, you dolt? You cretin?
More genetically distinct ones. All right, so I don't know if the doctor, I don't know if he's a doctor, but the gentleman with the curly afro had any nefarious intent. I don't think so. I think he was just simply speaking about speciation, but I get the impression that Stewpeas is not so kind or has such a...
It would be familiar to David. If you want to give a computer a new function, write a new program for it to accomplish a new function, you've got to give it new code. And the big discovery of 20th century biology, following Watson and Crick in what's now called the molecular biological revolution, is the same thing is true in life. You want to invent a new form of life, you've got to have code in the form of the information inscribed along the spine of the DNA molecule, and we're learning, and other forms of information.
Is anybody following along so far? If you want new life, you'll need new code. If you want a new function, right, and from a computer's perspective, a computer science perspective, you will have to write new code. So he mentions the code along the spine of the DNA molecule. It's talking about something very specific here. This is biology. This is how it works. Doesn't matter if he's a Christian or if he's a Buddhist or whatever. It's too easy for you to confirm or falsify if what he says is true or not. Is that how DNA works? Is that how biology works? Right? On the DNA molecule, are there proteins that make it up, right? That make up that DNA molecule. And in order to have a new form of life, as we read those, in order for speciation to occur, right, there needs to be new genetic code. That's either true or not true. Him being a Christian has nothing to do with that.
So you need the information to build the protein molecules that service the different types of cells, and then you need additional information to arrange the cells into the body plans. And so the Cambrian explosion is an explosion of biological form, but it's also an explosion of biological information. And that fact gives us a way of grappling with this question that Darwin didn't have, because we know something about what it takes to generate information in our high-tech digital world of computing.
Right. I have to say that David Galerner, in his essay, goes very easy on Darwin. First, he calls the theory beautiful and says how sad he is to have to dismiss it. And then he says this molecular stuff, Darwin couldn't have known that.
Couldn't have known.
But so tell me if I've got it more or less right. In Darwin's time, it was good enough to imagine that the basic unit of life, a cell, was like a little brick of Jell-O. It was an undifferentiated, quite uncomplicated thing, and you could imagine putting many, many, many of them together and getting different forms of life. Is that roughly fair?
Yeah, it was good enough for Darwin. It's probably good enough for us as well, but it's not true.
It's not.
That's the big problem. The cell is an unbelievable...
It's just not true, Stewpeas. I don't know how it happens to where you people, I never figured you for this type. I know there's others in this so-called conscious community. They get married with their whole being to these theories and these orthodox truths. Like, how is your entire being invested in whether these things are true or not? We're online having a conversation, trying to build up a channel so at some point possibly we could make some money. Let's say I'm completely wrong. Let's say I'm a complete loon. Dude, when we come off this conversation, when we turn this phone off or whatever, it's over with, bro. There's nothing that we're talking about that's gonna have any. I shouldn't say that. It can have impact, but not to that degree to where someone says that your God's theory was just plain wrong, to where you're getting livid and belligerent over some goofy theory. Like, dude, get a hold of yourself, bruh.
Unbelievably complex bit of machinery, unfathomably complex. And we haven't understood its complexity at all. Every time we look, there seems to be an additional layer of rebarbative complexity that needs to be factored into our theories. Don't forget, the eternal goal is to explain the emergence of this complexity.
Yes.
And if we're continually behind the curve because the complexity is increasing every time we look, that eternal goal is also receding from view, not approaching, it's receding. It's becoming more and more difficult to construct a theory for that.
All right, now, somebody give me some notion of the math here. Things are more complicated than Darwin knew. We understand that producing new forms of life now means not just new shapes, new activities in which life engages, but a prior code. Or is that fair? You're the man who knows code.
The mathematical element of this, not of population genetics in the complex, sophisticated, predictive sense that he was referring to, but just the simple issue of the code. It is remarkable for young people to learn in high school. It's remarkable for me or in elementary school to learn that proteins, molecules are assembled because there are codes. There are codes in the nucleus of cells that spell them out.
There are codes in the nucleus of cells that spell them out. Those codes direct those proteins. It's called transcription. Literally tells, the protein, hey, go over here and build a lung. Go over here and build a finger. That's how it works. He didn't make it up. Ask any biologist, hey, is this how this thing works? They're going to tell you yes.
All right, want to stop here and add some commentaries. Folks in the audience, we have to do this. These are high-powered institutions, and they do not play about their intellectual property. So I hope no one is annoyed by my frequent stopping of the video. It's an absolute necessity. So before I go in, Stu, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you make of the, insofar as, this is biology 101, so I've come to learn anyway, how the organism, or how we create, the nucleus sends out ribosomes, and it synthesizes proteins, and then those proteins form tissues, organs, and all of that sort of stuff. And it is via genetic code by the arrangement of the amino acids and the A, C, T, and G things. What's the name speaks about this all the time and goes at. This would be an interesting discussion to have with him. Chef, when you get a chance, bro, hit me in my Facebook Messenger and give me Ngozi's information, man. I'd love to talk to him regarding this. But what do you make of the whole code thing, Stu?
Okay. All right. Everybody in here know about Windows, right? Everybody in here know about Windows. But there's another program. There's another operating system. Call your DNA operating system. No. Windows 11 that we know now did not come about out of the air. Right? They didn't completely rewrite the code for Windows 11. Right? They didn't completely rewrite the code for Windows 95, Windows 99, Windows Vista. What evolution tell you is that it's gradual changing. So there's tweak to the code, not the entire code that is rewritten. Life exists. And so life, when the primordial soup, or whatever the word is, and life, the first life came up.
The word's primordial, Stewpeas.
Came online. We still have traces of that life, of that version of how we were, in the code that we carry today. We're just an addition to, and I'm not calling it an improvement, but it's an additional to, and sometimes to the original code. What he's implying is that every time life exists, the code is completely rebooted and new code. No, it's the same life because we're related to plants.
All right. Matter of fact, I'm going to let him keep going.
We're related to insect. We're related to everything if you follow DNA. But it's just the adjustment of code. During the Cambrian period, many codes were adjusted, and it was adjusted rapidly. And he was saying that there's no timeline. But if you listen to him speak carefully when he talk about code, because the first time I hear him, I said, this man is implying that every time changes occur, it's brand new code. No. Because we have code, same code with banana have.
All right. He was about to say we share 50% of our DNA with bananas, which is an absolute fact. Right? Now, at this point is where I realized, like, this dude really just doesn't get it. And the crazy thing about it, he's pontificating as if, he has a real command of what's going on. And you couldn't be more wrong. He was wronger than two left pair of shoes. Right? Because he's making a claim that the scientist, Stephen Meyer, made an implication that anytime there's new species, new forms of life, that there is completely brand new DNA that previously never existed. Where this guy made that implication, where Stewpeas is getting that from, I don't know. He's purely basing that off of the guy saying that if you want new life, there'll be new code. Well, guess what, Stewpeas? Just like the Windows program, right? Computer operating systems work off of zeros and ones. That's how they're programmed, right? If I have a code that goes 00111, right? And then I want a different, and that's a particular function, right? And I want a different function. I want the computer to perform a different function. And I do a different code that says 010010. Guess what that's called? Guess what it's called, Stewpeas? It's called a new code. It's a new code. I'm trying so hard not to call you no names right now because I just cannot believe, bro, that you can't, bro. If you have a locker room in high school and your code was 1, 2, 3, 4 to open your lock, and you peep that somebody been staring over your shoulder every time you go to your locker, and you change your locker room, your code to 4321, guess what that's called, genius? That's called a new code. It doesn't mean that you're still using the same numbers, to your point. That's the point that you're making, that it's not brand new DNA. It's the same, essentially it's the same molecules, the same building blocks, the same ingredients, just like with the numbers and on your locker. There are only 10 numbers that exist, right? But what makes one code different from the other, or what makes a code new, is the reconfiguration of those existing numbers. The same thing. Like a banana. The same thing with DNA. That's what the scientist is talking about. He's not saying that brand new DNA that comes out of the air and just comes in. How did your brain even go to that conclusion? Like, what did he say in any of that gave you that impression? And it's not just him. It's three scientists there, all of them PhDs, and the host also. So all four of them are either, they're trying to deceive us because they're Christians, or like, what did any of them say that gave you that impression? Like, bro, I'm trying so hard not to call you any more names, bro, but it's hard because, like, this isn't anything all that complicated. And that's what I've been saying about this community, man. These guys, they're the most braggadocious, most pompous, most arrogant, most hubris-filled humans I've ever had the displeasure of coming into contact with. But they cannot, for the life of them, follow simple ABC arguments. They can't do it. It's amazing.
It's the same code, but the code get tweaked in one direction for some species and tweak in other direction for other species. But it's the same code. Same addition to the same manipulation of the code.
Manipulation, tweak. He's using all these silly adjectives. No matter what you call it, the code for a cat and a dog isn't the same. It's a different code. Okay? The scientist says new code, you say manipulation, tweak. It's the same. What are you talking about? Like, this is so silly. And you know what? Stewpeas, you know what? Let's keep playing the video. Matter of fact, let me stop sharing right quick, see if anybody pulled up. See if anybody pulled up in the chat, man. I'm getting mad all over again just listening to this, man, because I just can't believe that, a person who I respected and who I held in pretty high esteem from an intellectual standpoint, could be that remedial. It's just amazing to me. Give me a second, y'all. Let me check this chat out, see what's going on. All right, y'all. So we're finna keep rolling. You know you wanna be loved. You know you wanna be loved. Yeah, we're finna keep it rocking, y'all. Let's get right back into it.
I continue. Every same number of chromosome, same code.
Right. Now, to my mind, when he says code, he's clearly talking about the configuration of, those building blocks, those genes, etc. That's
No,
what
it's
he
not.
means by.
Repeat
That's
it.
what he
No,
means
it's
by
not.
new code.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
So you
Because it's not-
disagree?
Yeah, because you can't use the word new, right? You can't use the word new when you're talking about that thing.
What is new code like? All right. So if I were to say when my mother and father got together and produced me, that it was new code. It was reshuffled. The code was.
It was new code.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't new code. I'm not gonna lie, Stewpeas, brother. Me used to rate you on a level, but you sound no different from the rumhead them. Where, in Jamaica, they go to the bar 8 o'clock in the morning, the same ignorance. New code. You sound like a rumhead, brother. You sound like any rummy will hang around a bar and chat fuckery. New code, not the new code. It is new code. Stupid.
So what word would you use? So you're objecting to the use of the word new. You have an issue with that.
Yeah, but that was new code.
So what word would you use then? Reshuffled? What would you use?
And it wasn't reshuffled.
What word would you use?
Listen, your mom and your dad contributes 23 chromosomes each, right? The genetic code for you is not the same as it is for your mom and dad. It is, in fact, reshuffled. It's reshuffled code. Stupid ass nigga.
I will use changes.
You said tweak. I heard you say tweak.
Tweak the same thing as change. Change to the code.
So tweak or change. Okay.
Adjustment of the code. But
Adjustment. All right, so we have adjustment, tweak, and what was the other one? Change. Adjustment, tweak, change.
I never change. I took back change. So take out.
This nigga had to be drunk, man. The man just said tweak is the same as change. Then he says, well, I never said change. Well, let me take back change. Nigga all over the place, dog. Stewpeas, you must have that drink white rum on the stream. And it explains the erratic behavior too later on in the stream, bro. Like, stop drinking and getting on the internet, man. You sound crazy.
Okay, so you're gonna take back, so tweak or adjust.
Yeah.
All right, so far you don't have necessarily a major disagreement with what he says. This is semantical.
Now, by the way, man, I'm rather proud of myself, man. And y'all got to give me some props, man. I was very magnanimous during this live because I'm telling you, inside I was seething. I just could not believe this person, who I thought was relatively intelligent, was saying the things that I heard the man saying. It was so ignorant, so remedial, right? And I found a way to gather myself and still keep it respectful and reason with him and talk to him, man, like a human being, like a brother to a brother, man. Even though in my mind I'm thinking, this motherfucker is dumb as a box of rocks.
Disagreement to this point.
No. All right. Internal combustion engine that we use today is the same engine from 100 years ago.
Oh, Lord. Another long, meandering analogy to say the same foolish garbage that you said 2 minutes ago. But anyway, continue.
But it has been adjusted and tweaked to become what it is today. I'm talking about the internal combustion engine. But I want to be. I'm not talking about the rotary engine now. I'm talking about the cylindrical engine. It's the same engine.
Okay. All right, let's get back into it. I'm probably going to fast forward the video too because we're coming up on 10 o'clock. And we got, how much time we got left in this video?
But the mathematics underlying these codons is very simple, and Darwin could perfectly well have understood if he had the facts. Each one of these positions has to be occupied by one of 20 amino acids. Okay, so you pick one of 20 guys for this position, and one of 20.
All right, y'all. Let me check something else right quick. He's about Mr. Galenter, or Dr. Galenter, I should say. He's a Jew, by the way. He's not a Christian. He's about to go into detail a little bit more granularly, in a little bit more granular manner, I think is a better way of saying it, and just exactly how the translation and transcription process works insofar as DNA is concerned. Going to go into the details about the amino acids that make up the protein and all of that sort of stuff. In the meantime, let me go ahead here and check something out. Okay. All right, we're looking good on that front. So now we will resume our programming here. Where was I? Here we go. Okay, let's start back our share. And let's get right back into it, folks.
And one of 20 guys for this position.
You talk about visualizing a string of beads.
Yeah, like a string of
as
beads.
you're building a protein. Yeah.
So
Right,
you have 4
building
different
a
colored
protein.
beads, roughly.
I'm building a protein.
Hear that? Talking about building a protein. Talking about the DNA molecule, right? A string of protein, okay? He's not talking about brand new life that just manifested out of nowhere. Nothing that he or any of these men said could lead anyone to come away with that conclusion. Unless you're remedial.
out of amino acids.
Yes.
And I'm doing it by choosing the amino acids one by one by one by one by one.
Yes.
And I have 20 choices each time. Now, if there are several hundred of these things in the string, in the bead, in the necklace, it's a big necklace that wraps around your neck 18 times. So there's several hundred, or 5 times, whatever it is. That's a huge number of possible choices. The number of ways in which you can arrange the emerald followed by the ruby followed by the...
You get that? He's talking about arrangement of existing genes, right? He's talking about all the different ways, and he's likening it to precious stones. So he's saying in one string you can go ruby, opal, diamond, sapphire. Next string you can go emerald, ruby, sapphire, diamond, right? You switch the code up. It's all in the arrangement, and the arrangement will determine a new function. How does anyone? I don't think Stewpeas was listening. At least I pray that he wasn't. I think once he found out that these guys were or a couple of them were religious. One is a Jew. I don't know if he's a practicing Jew, but the main guy, Stephen Meyer, is a Christian. I think once he heard that, like many in the conscious community, so-called, everything just shut off at that point. You know, it's just like they're not listening to shit. They're not listening to the arguments. He's a Christian. If that motherfucker said the sky is blue, it's not. It's very, 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 it's very, very regressive type of thinking. Extremely regressive. But I mean, these people think that they think it's sophistication. They think it's a mark of sophistication. You know, it's, man, unbelievable.
Opal followed by the chunk of platinum and another ruby and a diamond and a aquamarine. The number of ways you can arrange that is huge, grows exponentially as the string gets longer.
You take objection to what he's saying here?
Yeah, because what he's implying is that every time a new species come along, it's completely new code. That's why he's talking about billions and millions of changes. But
it would have to be that if a cat, the code for a cat is different from that from a dog. That's what makes it a different new species.
But guess what? The common ancestor for a cat and a dog is totally different if you follow the evolutionary path. So you compare cat and a dog.
Nothing he's saying is incompatible with that.
Of course it's incompatible. Because what happened is that, let's say, the common ancestor of the cat and the dog. The common ancestor of the cat and the dog, if we go all the way back, was very similar. And when incremental changes would take place, adjustment to that ancestor code caused a diversion. It wasn't...
Adjustment to the code. What does that mean? If you're adjusting the code, it means that the code that was the adjusted code is different from the previous code, which means it's what, boys and girls? New code. I think at this point, man, you know what, Stewpeas, if you listen, I don't want to call you stupid, man. You know what? I'm gonna do you one better. I'm not gonna do you that nasty. I think you're just being contentious for the sake of being contentious, argumentative for the sake of being argumentative, because these guys are Christians and you have it that I'm some loony dude with outlandish takes and you just want to go against the grain. Because there's no way you could say that the code was adjusted, but then say that the resulting adjusted code isn't different from the previous code. And if it's different from the previous code, then it would be new code. Like this is so, this is going into R word territory. You know the R word? It rhymes with, I don't know, carded, regarded. Yeah, that's a better rhyme. It rhymes with regarded. We're going into regarded territory, if y'all catch my drift, man. I just, oh my God, like, I just think Stewpeas was being. You know what, Stewpeas? I'm gonna give you a mulligan, man. I think you are being intellectually dishonest. I don't think that you really believe that that man was saying that it's brand new code from out of nowhere. Is this no way that's what you truly believe? I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. Nobody is that slow. Nobody is that dense. Nobody is that stupid. You are being intellectually dishonest. Yep, that's what I'm gonna roll with.
New code. Because the cat and the dog still have a lot of code in common.
Well, it's what?
A lot of code in common, but not the same code. Notice he said, see, even the words that he's saying should register to him. Like, all right, so listen, if I have a code that has 1 billion characters and I change one character in that billion, it doesn't matter if you have all those other millions and millions of characters in common. The change to that one character means that it's a new code. You dumb motherfucker. Stupid bitch. I hate,
3 billion base pairs? So it's 3 billion base pairs, and he's talking about the 20 positions that, the 20 amino acids that make up, I believe it's each protein. So the fact that he's going into that kind of painstaking detail shows that he has a clear, hold on, he has a clear, yeah, the fact that.
Further in the stream, this man complains about me frequently cutting him off. You see how spastic he's been acting for the last 15 minutes. I can't even get through a sentence. He just wants to be able to ramble on his nonsense. I'm supposed to let it fly. No, there's a standard that I want to keep here. Like I said earlier in the stream, I want my channel to maintain a level of cerebrality that's not common in this community. I don't want no bunch of loud screaming, barbershop, drunk nigga at the fucking rum bar talk. We're not doing that. And if you're saying rubbish, if you're saying foolishness, I'm going to check that. I'm not going to hold my tongue because you're my friend and I want to be friend. We don't beg friend. You understand? Real Jamaican, we don't beg friend. You don't want to be my friend, brother. You don't have to be my friend. Go chuck off and dead a bush. Yeah, because of foolishness in that chat. I'm going to have to say it because if somebody listen back to my channel and hear this rubbish, they think all of us are remedial anyway. So if they listen to my channel and hear this nonsense and nobody's giving it pushback and my name is on it, they're going to think I'm a dunce. You get that? So I got to defend my character, my reputation. I can't allow you to just prattle off nonsense. It's not going to happen.
He's going into the actual granular detail of it. Shows that when he says new, he's speaking to the rearrangement of the existing codon.
But there's no rearrangement.
There's no rearrangement, right? There's adjustment. There's a difference between adjustment and rearrangement. Oh my God.
So you object to the use of the word.
All right.
So to your mind, there's a huge difference between rearrangement and adjustment or tweak. Those are worlds apart.
What's happening? No, they're miles apart. Because when you say the word rearrangement, right? It's a total difference.
Yes. If you have one of 20 choices for each gene or whatever, right? So as he said, in that bead, in that string of protein, the amino acids make up the protein. And for each protein, you have one of 20 choices. So if you put an opal, like he says here this time, then you put a sapphire, then you put a ruby, but then on the next one, you put the ruby first, then that's called a rearrangement. I don't want to argue about this part. I'm moving on.
At this point, I was done, man. I couldn't take anymore. I just can't believe how infernally stupid this discussion was becoming. And he's fighting tooth and nail to remain stupid, too.
It's silly.
Even if it's a cheap neck.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because this dude is so disingenuous that it hurts to listen to him.
What do you think his motive is? What is he trying to achieve with his disingenuousness? What is his name? As far as I know, only Meyer is the Christian.
But he is.
You don't even know that. You know he's a Christian. How do you know that, Stewpeas?
Whatever I mean. But if he's practicing,
This the ignorant rumbar talk I'm talking about. He's a Christian. How do you know he's a Christian? Well, it doesn't matter. Whatever he is. That's ignorant. No, I'm not going to allow that to fly on my show. Be mad at me. Just be mad, bro. I don't care. I'm not allowing stupid shit to fly. Sorry.
That's incredibly presumptuous. You're excoriating this man because of your belief that he's a Christian. Stewpeas, you can speak, but you have to be fair and you have to come with some facts. You can't just make up stuff and then run with that.
I am not making up stuff.
You said he's a Christian. You don't know that.
Let me apologize then. Whatever it is, I don't care what.
You don't care what he is, but you just stated that him being a Christian as a motive for him to be deceiving people. You're of the opinion that the way how he's explaining this thing is intentionally deceptive, and it's because he wants to forward his Christian ideal and thoughts, his creationism / intelligent design. You just said that was the motive for him, but now when I've cornered you on it and said you don't know if that man is a Christian or not, all of a sudden, well, it doesn't matter what he is. Drunk, rum bar, rumhead talk.
End product is, I understand you. Because what his end product is has nothing to do with his bad argument. Because his bad argument is that the DNA is rearranged.
So all that stuff about there being 20 positions for each amino acids, that's all wrong.
That's true.
That's not how it goes.
Brother.
Stewpeas, I'm moving on.
Can I speak? Or I come on the show to be a choir singer? Because
go ahead, Stewpeas.
Feeling like that now because
you know what? Let me stop sharing. Let me see what's going on. Go ahead, Stewpeas.
Because what your boy actually said.
My boy.
Now you tell me if I'm not being magnanimous and benevolent here, bro. Every time his inane, screaming ramblings, right? He's getting all sassy and mad. And I'm saying, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Have free reign, right? I'm not telling him, hey, shut up. I'm not going to allow you to, because I already know he's going to threaten to run and leave the show because in his mind, he thinks that's some sort of cudgel over me. You know, I know how people like him think. Oh, he can't do the show without me and blah, blah. I know how you think, Stewpeas. Yeah. And I knew you were implying, if I can't talk, then I know you're threatening to run because you're sassy.
What your boy actually saying.
Oh my God.
Your boy's
dude,
implied.
You get so emotionally invested in these discussions. It's crazy.
You know what? You're
gonna leave, right?
No. You know what? I realize it's something what you're doing. Anytime it hurts the soul. But this is your boy, and it's a terminology we use all the time for many different people.
My boy, go ahead, man. Stewpeas crazy. Go ahead. Finish what I said, Stu.
Your boy.
Hey, that man over there seething. Them long pauses, that man is seething, hot, mad. For what? Crazy.
Boy, implying that every time there's a new species, there's totally new DNA.
No, oh my God, I can't let you do that. You're just gonna have to be mad. You're just gonna have to be mad with me. Fuck that.
You know what? I'm not
sorry. Y'all for this vex with me.
To everybody.
No.
I'm never having a show with you again, and the word is my God. Because if I cannot speak,
you just don't have to be mad with me, Stewpeas.
Tonight is the final show I'm having with something.
This dramatic ass nigga. What is this grandstanding there? Tonight will be the last show. Bro, if you're not going to be on the show no more, just don't be on the show, nigga. Nobody care, man. You making this big ass announcement, nigga. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Nigga, nobody don't shut the fuck up. Nobody give a fuck, man. Sound like a bitch.
We'll talk off here for hours, but I'll never have another show with you again. Because
And then that's a lie too about you saying that it's only gonna be the show. We still finna rock out as homeboys in regular life. Cause when I called you the next day, pussy nigga, you ain't pick up the phone. Then you gonna text me talking about some. Can you call me later? Can I call him later? Real bitch behavior, man. I'm sorry, man. I ain't want to be using this language, but bruh, I just can't. I just cannot hold back, man. Like, I just cannot believe how much of a sucker niggas is in 2024, man. Niggas is so fucking soft. It makes me, it makes me so mad. How bitch made niggas is, man. I promise it had to be some fuck nigga molecules in that vaccine, bruh. I think that's what it is, man. It's some bitch nigga particles in that vaccine, man. I can't come up with another explanation.
honestly, I will never have another show with you.
Niggas acting like hoes. I will never have another show with you. All right then, nigga. Go on then. The fuck?
Oh my God, you're being so dramatic, brother. Go ahead, man.
If I cannot speak, I'm not having another show with you.
Of course I can't speak, but
Then
you're
why
making
interrupting me?
you're
Why
making
interrupting
stuff
me?
up.
Can I speak now?
Go ahead, man.
This man is telling you that there's a total rearrangement in the billions of proteins that make up the DNA. And we know that that is not true. And how we know that is not true? Because many species are closely related to each other. If we follow the classification, kingdom, phylum, genus, we realize that we start with kingdom, plants or animals, right? I would tend to put all life in two kingdoms. And this is high school biology, I'm not going deeper than that, right? And then we talk about phylum. Where in the kingdom that
Rambling. This has nothing to do with nothing.
that organism is born. But when we look at it, people in the same phylum share close DNA connection. You don't have to rebuild or restart or readjust anything. Go and look at classification of organisms. What is implying?
So now he says not even a readjustment is necessary. Did y'all catch that? After he used the word adjustment, right? Now he's saying not even readjustment is not even necessary.
Is that during speciation, you have a total rearrangement, and you don't have that because species belong to.
It doesn't have to necessarily be a total rearrangement. Like, where are you getting this from, dude? It could be one character. It could be one thing that's changed. It's going to be new code. It may be 0.1% of the entire DNA that's changed that will create. It's a new code regardless. What are you talking about, man?
Remember that classification, kingdom, phylum. Remember from entomology.
I'm familiar. Mm-hmm.
Right, and we realize that all of these species that form in the same phylum.
Oh, matter of fact, let me take a break right quick, y'all. Let me see what's going on. Let's see what's popping. What's popping? Man, I'm so disappointed in Anthony Edwards, bro. This man went through the whole year showing his diverse skill set. You know, the mid-range shot, the bank shot, the floater, the post-up fadeaway. Gets in this series with the Mavericks, and all that shit just go out the window. If he can't get all the way to the rim and finish, he's shooting a three. Like, dude, where's your pull-up game, bro? They giving you that mid-range, bro. You got to pepper them with that. Then they got to adjust. Then you can start doing all that other stuff you want to do. Like, I know bro 22, though. You know, he still has a lot of refinement. His game could still get a lot more refined, so. Hey, so Chef is in the chat, man. Chef, I'm gonna drop the link, man. If you still here, I want you to pull up, man, because I want somebody else's opinion on this. You know, maybe I'm wrong, man. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe new code does mean completely new, brand new, never before existing DNA that comes into existence. And that's what the scientist actually means. All right. So perhaps I don't know what I'm talking about, man. And maybe I'm the idiot. And Stewpeas is the one with sense. So pull up, man. The video is almost done. I want your opinion on how transcription and translation works in the biological process of life and how it's explained by these PhD scientists, what you take away from it versus what Stewpeas took away from it. And am I being fair to Stewpeas in what I'm doing tonight, man? So pull up on the panel, please, bro. We almost done. We probably got like 10 minutes left, and then we out of here, man. So yeah, back to Anthony Edwards, man. You know, when I watch him, he moved like MJ and all the rest of it, built like him, same height, same type of build and all of that. He got the explosiveness, the quicks, you know, all of that stuff, man. But the refinement isn't there. Makes me think of another player, my favorite player to ever play, Dwayne Wade, and just how special of a player he was and how much people really don't understand or appreciate just who Dwayne Wade was, man. Dwayne Wade was supposed to be in the finals at 22 years old. In 2005, when they was killing the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals, Wade dropping 40s at 22, killing them. Gets hurt, they lose in Game 7, get blew out in Game 6 with Shaq. He comes back for Game 7, hobbled, and they lose, right? The following year at 23, you know, he carries his team to a championship, man, in epic fashion, coming back from down 2-0. You know what I'm saying? And this makes me realize, man, it makes me have a new appreciation for him because it's not easy to win at that level, particularly if you're talking about a 22, 23-year-old. Now, Wade did do, I believe, 3 years in college. So, you know, he got a level of refinement that most players don't get an opportunity to get. And Anthony Davis didn't get. But I'm disappointed in Buddy, man. Brother, I'm watching the game going crazy. Like, bruh, let's stop right there. 1 dribble, 2 dribble, pull up. You going right into the teeth of the defense, trying to dunk and all this crazy stuff, bro. Where's your floater game at? Where's your floater game, your running hook game, your scoop game, your off the ball game where you know what I'm saying? You catching lobs, and where's the diversity? That's what I liked about Anthony Edwards throughout the season, watching him. I appreciate the diversity in his skill set. He had a bag, as they call it, man. For some reason, it's like he's forgotten. And I'm like, bro, is the coach not putting the young brother on? Like, hey, man, stop right here. Let that go from 15. Stop trying to go in all the way. Pull up. Take that bank shot you like to take. Post this little dude up. Hit him with that, you know, that fadeaway. Then the game going to open up. Is the coach not telling him? And it's other adjustments that team ain't make. And they keep playing Rudy Gobert, man. That 4-time defensive player, that shit is a fraud, bro. That nigga runs around like a friggin' newborn deer. Just stumbling and bumbling all over the goddamn place, man. This dude is a 4-time defensive player of the year, man. That's why I say a lot of them awards that's voted on by media and all that should be politics and bullshit, man. Rudy Gobert is not no elite defensive player. That nigga don't strike no fair. Any tall ass nigga that block a few shots, they swear this nigga is some great defender. I hate it. Chef, pull up on me, bro. Hit the link, man. Tika, what's up, mama? Yeah, man, I'm in here cooking Stewpeas. You feel me? Because he's slow and he deserved to be slow roasted. You feel me? And Tika, the man ain't answer the phone when I called him, man. I get it. You felt like I belittled you or demeaned you on the stream or whatever it is that you talking about, bro. But, bro, you can't answer my phone call, bro. We supposed to be homeboys and friends and all this, and you can't even answer a phone call, bro. Like you that in your feelings, bro. That's why I say, man, can't niggas build a time machine? Tika, can't you build a time machine and send me back to night? Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you to send me back. Send me back to September of 1995, man. You feel me, Chef? Anybody, man. Build a time machine, man. Get me up out of here around these niggas, man. These niggas, these dudes is soft, man. Type of nigga ask his wife if he look fat in some jeans, man. You a nigga, you a man, man. Chin up, chest out, man. That go back to that whole depressed topic we had, and niggas say, oh, my mama don't love me, I'm depressed. Get your bitch ass up, man. I want to hear that, man. Soft ass. Crazy, man. Hold on, man. Let me see, Tika. You just pulled up in the chat. Let me see if you responded, man. I want to know. I need somebody to pull up, man. I'm losing my faith in humanity. I'm losing my religion, y'all. Chef probably toggling between this and other streams, man. You know, them boys ain't talking about nothing though. I'm talking about something. Chef, pull up, man. All right, hold on. We're finna get back into it though. Let's get right back into the video that we're reviewing. Yeah, Teddy, the nigga tell me now. Hey, I bet you can't get it out your brain now, right, Teddy? Tell me that tall, gangly ass French nigga don't be running around like a newborn fawn. Like something a deer just popped out of her goddamn crotch. Nigga just stumbling and bumbling and slipping and flipping, and tell me that nigga goddamn Rudy Gobert don't move like a newborn deer on the court. Hey, Chef, pull up, man. Hit the link, bro. Chef, your ass can't cook, man. Dog, putting goddamn Oscar Mayer wieners in the microwave is not cooking, Chef. Your ass don't know how to cook shit. Pull up on the Zoom, bro, and let the wife do the cooking, man. Talking about you cooking, nigga, 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 nigga. My dog Chef done got some ramen noodles. This nigga done made a jail spread. Talk about he cooking. Doug, if you don't get the hell out of here, Doug. Talk about he cooking, man. Your ass can't cook, boy. Oh, man. Hit the okay to live stream, Chef. Talking about you cooking, man. Your ass can't cook, nigga.
Nah, I made ramen.
What you got? Top ramen from the corner store?
Yeah, man. You know we fancy. Yeah, we eat real ramen.
Okay, all right.
You know what I mean? With the real vegetables, you gotta put your own protein or meat in it. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right. Shit, you know, my
man,
country
we
has.
on that Asian shit.
Hey, have you ever had pho?
Nope, I wouldn't eat no shit like that.
Hey, Chef, is so good though. And the way all right, so it's typically Southeast Asian countries that do it. So it's Thailand, Vietnam. I'm not sure if Philippines have it, but Thailand and Vietnam for sure, right? So basically what it is it's strips of meat thinly sliced with noodles and other stuff, right? And when they put it in your plate, you pour the hot water on it and it cooks it. It finishes cooking it right then and there, and you eat it.
That sounds like ramen.
Yeah, it is. That's why I mentioned it. I think you like it. I think you like it, man. So anyway, man, I was expressing my displeasure and my disappointment in one Anthony Edwards, man. He was supposed to be holding it down for the blackologist, and delivering us from European oppression under the hands of Jokic and Doncic, man. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be our champion, man.
Now is on Jaylen Brown and what's his name?
Jason Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't trust.
I think they could do it. I think their backcourt can match Luka and Kyrie. You dig what I'm saying?
With Derek White, right?
No, with Jaylen Brown and Tatum. Both of them can go for four.
Okay.
They can match that shit, you feel me? And both of them can defend like a motherfucker. That's where it count when you everybody in the NBA can get off if they get hot. You feel me? They just that good. But it's those key stops down the middle. I mean, at the end of the game, where those long, lengthy players can play defense long enough to just disrupt those shots just a little bit. That's
right.
All. You know what I mean? So that's what it all comes down to. Like the Wolves been losing right at the end of the game just because they couldn't get key defensive stops. That's why everybody's so mad at Gobert and shit. You feel me? Like, bro.
This nigga Gobert, bro. That nigga.
That fucking shot.
Chef, ain't I been saying dude is super overrated? Tell me that dude don't run around the court like a newborn deer, bro.
Yeah, but that's a lot of pressure on him. You telling me that Gobert, right, had to stick Jamal Murray and like that's fucking crazy.
Nah. See, I wouldn't put that on him because Luka hit the game winner over him, right? I wouldn't put that on him.
Jamal Murray was doing that shit to him. You dig what I'm saying? Remember Jamal Murray last series was cooking them. You dig what I'm saying? Because
any nigga would have handled that far out on the court. You a 7 foot, you gonna get cooked up, bro.
You gonna get cooked, right?
I don't care who you is,
right? And then you're telling Gobert that he gotta stop, motherfucking down the stretch, key moments. You gotta stop Kyrie or Luka Doncic. That's not fucking fair, yo. The game shouldn't even be decided like that. Anthony Edwards and those guards supposed to check them niggas, yo.
And then Anthony Edwards, man, like, bruh, I'm watching the TV going nuts, bruh. I'm like, bruh, what happened to your diverse skill set? Because that's what made me fall in love with the young boy, no Sean Combs, right? Mm-hmm. He had that backboard shot. He had the post up fadeaway, that Jordan fadeaway.
He had a good mid range.
Yeah, he had the 1 dribble, 2 dribble pull up. He had the floater game. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he come in this series, and if he's not getting all the way to the rim, he's shooting a 3. I'm like, dude, pull up and take the 15-footer. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
His coach don't see that?
He don't see it. He in his head.
I mean, I get it, bro, because it's the first time they've been on that stage. He only 22. It's some refinement still to happen, but the coach supposed to pull him and say, "Hey, man, take that 15-footer, man. They giving you that." And once you pepper them a couple times, cause Jordan, oh my God, bro. That's why you see this. I know people who know basketball who really know when niggas come with that LeBron shit. When it comes to Michael Jeffrey Jordan, aka God in basketball shoes, I don't even entertain niggas no more. Like, nigga, Chef, tell these niggas in 96, 97, when Jay goddamn hit that corner and pull up from 15, nigga.
Yeah, I don't even listen to it. Man, Jordan with the goddamn Wizards was still fucking awesome. You feel me? Like, people forget it. Like, the nigga was 40. This nigga was like, he was 15th in the league in fucking scoring.
Drop 50.
He was dropping fit every other game. He was cooking niggas. He
cooking niggas
every night because of his age. But nigga, we still seeing glimpses of him. Niggas knew that's still fucking Jordan.
That's Jay, bro. That's Jay, bro. Hey, Artest said it. Cause Artest I think it was Artest he dropped the 50 on. And Artest, they was asking him about between Jordan and Kobe. He's like, look, man, Mike does something different, man. And that's one of the best perimeter defenders that ever did it. You feel me? And he tell you, man, I couldn't do nothing with that dude. Nothing. And that's old. That's old man Mike.
Man, he cooked the fuck out of who he Vince Carter said the same thing. Cooked me. He put 40 something on Vince and them that year. Like couldn't do nothing with him. You feel me? It's still
couldn't do nothing. You can't do nothing, bro. You gonna get because see, he got an answer for everything you do, Chef. You want to back up? I'm gonna take this mid range. You press up, I'm by you. You feel me? I could take the three. I could give it to you the post up anywhere you want it. And I think Edwards is he's gonna figure it out, man. Cause that's who I'm touting as the future best player in the league. But man, this series right here, not a good showing, man. But anyway, Chef, let's get to business, man. Because I think you still plan on going live.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do something.
All right, I'm almost done. So let's get to business, man. I don't know. Have you heard any part of the stream so far tonight?
Yeah, I was listening. Then I told you I was.
All right. Now, did you follow the scientist's explanation of how the translation and transcription process takes place when it comes on to DNA?
Yeah, and Stewpeas, y'all was just talking about how, the DNA and how it creates a new species, and I think y'all was just discussing that it don't change. What y'all was saying completely over.
Well, what Stewpeas was under the impression, which I don't know how he could have been, this is before the discussion even started, really. When the scientist said, if you want new species, you will need, or he said new species, new species, new life, you will need new genetic code. Immediately, Stewpeas seized on that. Oh, what is this new life? New life. In his mind, I don't know if he was drinking Jamaican white rum, but in his mind, he thought that new code or new life meant completely brand new DNA that prior to that moment never existed. And no matter how much I tried to explain to him, and the scientist went into withering details about it too, insofar as what he was saying is, no, the building blocks that are already in existence are just simply rearranged. Chef, let me ask you a question. When your mother and your father produced you, that was reshuffled genetic code, right?
Thanks.
It's still the same 23 chromosomes. It gets reshuffled, right? Now, he's stuck on this new life. Dude, it's just simply another term for speciation. New species. That's it. And I don't know, Chef, I think some people
having a bad day.
Man, listen, Chef, the man didn't answer my call the next day, bruh. That's what got to me. And I didn't even do you think I disrespected him on that live? I was laughing and stuff because I thought it was, getting silly. But I never called him out his name. Nothing that we couldn't come back from.
Right.
And then the other thing too, Chef, all right. The whole reason why I even approached Stewpeas to do this, because I could do this by myself. I could listen. I don't know if you can gather this about me or not, but I love hearing myself talk. I don't know if that comes across. But I love hearing I could talk all fucking day. Right? I think I have the most dynamic personality on the planet. But when I used to have these discussions with Stewpeas, right, they would get testy. And he, for the most part, represents the orthodox viewpoint in most of the topics that we talk about, right?
Right.
Now, I have a reputation around here. I'm considered a rabble rouser of sorts, a contrarian, which I think is unfair because a contrarian is just saying shit to disagree. No, I have conviction, behind what I'm saying. No, I don't subscribe to germ theory. No, I don't believe dinosaurs existed. That shit is made up. No, what else? What's some other wild shit they think is whatever, right? And frequently I'll get ridiculed and maligned by the likes of, your arms. That's all. It's all good and well, right? My idea was we'd be like this good cop, bad cop type of dynamic. I come with the wild, crazy shit. Stewpeas reigns me in. You know what I'm saying? Some Abbott and Costello shit. Like, you feel me? Like, bro, I'm on this YouTube. I'm not on here just want to rap all goddamn day. I want to like create a product that people will be enthused to watch to where this shit could get monetized at some point.
That's where I'm at.
You feel me? So don't miss the forest for the trees, my nigga. So, okay, you don't like them because they're Christian and you think they have so much. Okay, bro, cool. When we get off the live and I bang your line, dog, pick up. Bro, we've been rapping for 5-6 months, bro. Chef, every day I talk to this man, bro, for like an hour. No Sean Combs shit. You feel me? But it's very few people I meet in my regular life who I can really talk about these topics with.
That's everybody. You feel me?
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So you get excited. I'm like, damn, and he in my town, he in my city.
Right.
So I'm excited. Like, yeah, let's do this. So, bruh, keep it in perspective, man. Listen, man, nothing that I talk about with this COVID and HIV, none of this shit, we don't have no kind of impact like that to where it's going to move the needle or change the paradigm, bruh. Okay, you think Peter Bagjuice is a crazy nigga who just rambles about, okay, fine, bruh. When we get off this phone, when we turn this phone or this computer off, you supposed to be my dog, regardless. Real life shit. You feel me? If you call me and tell me, hey, my car broke down, my lady's sick, I'm there. That's what counts, nigga. I don't give a fuck about this dead ass cracker. I promise you I don't. How the fuck we falling out about some puss ass Darwin? How? like, it's crazy because I watched your situation with the pseudo killers and I was laughing at y'all niggas like these internet niggas crazy. And then fast forward, I'm the internet nigga.
You looking like, yo, these niggas can't be serious. That's the same thing I was saying. Niggas can't be serious.
That shit crazy, Chef. Like niggas having real life fallouts behind. Oh man. Anyway, man, we finna get back into the video.
But on that, right? So for me, and with my fallouts, I still remain cool with everybody because for me, I wasn't affected by it. Like listen, like y'all just, I don't know what y'all mad about. You feel me? Y'all don't really voice why y'all mad. I know why y'all mad. You feel me? I know what it really is. But if y'all ain't gonna come out and really say it, if y'all gonna make it about other shit, you feel me, and dance around, I'm gonna let that shit be. Like, I'm not gonna make y'all, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not y'all father. I can't make y'all man up and say what it, you know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Dudes be carrying feelings and don't express it. But exactly. You know what I'm living by now, Chef?
What's that?
I'm living by WWJD. Have you ever seen that bumper sticker?
Nah, I wear glasses. I don't even look at people.
You know what it stands for? It stands for what would Jesus do? But I put a tweak on it. For me, it's what would Jabari do? Hey, because I swear to God, man. Hey, Jabari, he got to be Jesus Christ or something. Because look, the disrespect that man endures, man.
Yeah.
And he still always come back and still show love, bro. He was on joint a couple nights ago, showing love, man. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I want to be like that. For real, I do. You know what I'm saying? But you know how it is, Chef. Like, you know, these environments we grew up in, man, all of us are crazy. Like, I already know. I know my dysfunctions. You feel me? So, yeah, man. Jabari, if you're out there listening, man, just know you like Jesus Christ to me, man. Anyway, Chef, man, I know you got to go.
All kind of shit from them niggas.
Man, I'm telling you, Chef, they talking about the man can't have no babies and his joint don't work. I'm like, damn.
Just because they can't beat him in the argument.
I'm like, damn. You don't think that's taking it that's a tad bit too far? Like,
Yo, but I know how I feel when you can't be the nigga in an argument, yo. Like, and for some reason, even when you got the superior information, that motherfucker best you. Like, that shit gotta be frustrating. You feel me? It gotta be like, yo, this nigga playing games or something. Like I got the correct and for some reason this nigga came out on top. I look crazy right now.
hell nah. That's funny as hell, dog. But bro, I'm tripping off Unc saying he not finna call that man Dr. Osaze. That's crazy to me, bro. That's a different level of hatred, bro.
Yeah.
I can't relate to that, man. But I don't know. Everything I know about everything I know about Baltimore is based off The Wire, right?
That's funny as shit.
You know what's crazy? My uncle he's staying in the DMV. I've been posted went up there, but anyway, I say that to say this. I did notice that based on The Wire, like y'all city is full of fucking haters, bro.
Man, that shit ain't. The Wire is. What's the movie that came out of Miami?
On the black side, right? Because I could say Miami Vice or not Miami Vice, but Scarface is the first one that come to mind. On the black side, the urban side, I don't think we had no seminal type of movies like that coming out of Miami on the urban.
The moment they make a movie or a TV series about Miami, they gonna name places that's real, right? They might mention people that's real, but the context and how they put it together, they gonna have outside people playing Miami people. You dig what I'm saying? So the accent for you growing up in Miami, you're gonna be looking like, I like it because they giving us props, but this shit is off. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
These were some outside people writing what they felt as though, you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Baltimore, it misses the mark, yo. But it was a good show based on Baltimore. And that's all I can say. You know what I mean? It was a good show based on Baltimore, but it wasn't, it was, it was, like.
It was that off?
It was really off. You know what I mean? But Baltimore, small city, we was happy they was making a motherfucking show about Baltimore. So you ain't gonna see Baltimore people on there bashing.
What about Snoop? What about Snoop?
No, that shit was wild retarded. You feel me?
Oh, ain't Snoop from Baltimore though?
Yeah, she from Baltimore. She is from Baltimore. But remember, they wrote a storyline and a character for her. These are outside people. She just had to act what they told her to. You feel me?
Yeah.
She had the Baltimore bravado and the slang down because she from here, but a dyke being this stuff and.
What about Griselda Blanco, bro?
Man, Griselda Blanco had some thorough ass niggas around her that was laying shit down. If that shit came down, just think, Snoop was walking people in abandoned houses and imagine a little 5'3" woman trying to go in this bitch. Bitch, I'ma beat the brakes off.
Hey, old face Andre talking about, man, I'm gonna be with the rats, man. I need my people to be able to find me, man. Dude, you just gonna walk to your death, bro? Nigga,
no.
I'm biting, scratching. You gonna kill me right here? The fuck?
Yeah, we gotta know what's television, and you did what I'm saying. So, they mentioned some people that was some notable people from like back in the day. Timeline was off. You did what I'm saying? So they just looked at old newspapers and got criminals who had big cases and just put their names together and it was all, but it was a good show. You know what I mean?
It to me, it's the best written show ever on TV. That's just me. But they consulted with the real Omar. They had Baltimore guys, and they had real people on there. But it's TV. It's
It's
never gonna
TV.
be. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they gotta write it to make it. You dig what I'm saying? Good.
Right.
You know what I mean,
All
they
right.
gotta. You know what I
You remember
mean?
that scene where Omar jumped off like the fourth floor or some shit?
Yeah, shit, crazy. You
No,
know what I
but
mean?
they claim supposedly the real Omar, which is the dude who gave him the shank in prison when they was trying to kill him. That's the
Mm-hmm.
actual dude. The story. They claim that he jumped even higher in real life.
But see, like stuff like that can happen. But the issue was how they had the drug game in Baltimore going, and that wasn't. You dig what I'm saying? Especially when you
Hmm.
grew up in the '90s, like you like, yo, this shit ain't even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This shit wasn't like that. Like, come on now. So it felt a little off to us, but like I said, we liked it because it gave Baltimore light, but it gave us light in the wrong manner. You know what I mean? You
Yeah. Yeah.
glorified, you know, drug dealing and shit. Like the city already
Hmm.
got issues, and this what the fuck y'all want to put out about it?
I don't know though because it made it look really ugly. Like
Yeah,
I don't think it was glorified it at all. Like the hopelessness of it and the pointlessness of it. Really, I think they did a really great job in delivering just how pointless that whole shit is. Because when Marlo, his whole thing was just to be the supreme, person, right? He just wanted primacy. That's all he cared about. And then once he attained that primacy and got locked up or whatever, he comes back out. He has millions of dollars, but he wants to go back out in the street. So he's in his suit and tie, looking dapper. He goes out, he goes to a street corner, see these two kids. Hey, do you know who I am? Nah, nigga, who the fuck is you? Get from around here. And he disarms them or whatever. But it just went to show that all of that shit he did was for naught. So
mm-hmm.
I think the writing did a good job. But I get what you're saying though. The fact that people who are previously unfamiliar with Baltimore, this will be their first introduction. And when you think of Baltimore, you think of crime,
Mm-hmm.
poverty, and I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
But yo,
go ahead.
have you ever had Stewpeas, Jamaican Stewpeas?
Have I ever had Stewpeas?
Mm-hmm.
No. And
All
it's
right, we
crazy because I grew up in a Jamaican neighborhood. Crazy.
you know what though? It's not I don't think it's one of the most popular dishes like that though. It's popular for Jamaicans, but like for as like the exportable, it's not fucking with no jerk chicken or oxtail. Like,
Right.
so yeah, I wouldn't necessarily, but we're having stew peas today though for
Mm-hmm.
Memorial Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now another thing, chef, what happened to all the cookouts, man? I remember in the '90s when I first came to America, bro. I could walk down 151st and pick a crib, man, and go eat, bro. Like nobody don't
Food
like what's
high.
going.
Food high is a
Oh
motherfucker, man.
yeah, 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 yeah.
You
That's
got to be
exactly it.
crazy to throw a motherfucking cookout like that nowadays. You feel?
Dog, I'm like, dog, I'm driving around the city. I'm like, damn, nobody. What the hell going on?
Yeah, my family had a cookout, but now they do. You know, everybody got to bring something. When it used to be every one person fitted the bill, whoever was
Hmm.
throwing the cookout. Now it's motherfuckers, yo, you bring this, you bring that, boom, boom, boom. People don't be feeling like that shit no more. Yeah. Because at food high as a motherfucker now. Like, when you know, most people don't think that we in a financial situation. You dig what I'm saying? But then when you look at your everyday life, the shit that you used to do versus what you're doing
Hmm.
now, that's when you really see it. You dig what I'm saying? When you look at how far a dollar used to stretch, you know what I mean, a couple years ago, and look at the value of it now, and what, yeah, it's we we
Yeah.
we we having issues, and the people at the bottom feel it the most fastest. You probably make decent money, so you can probably still do most of the things that you used to do, but by you getting older, you don't do those things on a regular basis no more. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not strain. But imagine if you was trying to do all of the things you used to do on a regular basis, like you used to do back in the day. Nigga, you'll be like, yo, I don't have no money for this. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But now you'll probably go out every other week. You did what I'm
Right.
saying? Boom, boom,
Right.
boom. But when you was younger, you was going out a couple times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Now push that back to every 2 weeks, probably once a week, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So, that I'm telling you, man, we in a financial situation. Motherfuckers,
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah.
It's
Motherfuckers
crazy,
feel
but let's get this show on the road, man. I know you finna do your thing later on. So let's finish cooking this stew peas, man.
closely
Go.
related and share genetic similarities. So you're not rebuilding anything or resorting anything. You're not popping off all the chain. You're not tearing down the chain and remaking the chain. You're making adjustment to the chain. Right? You're making certain adjustments. And this species can survive in that environment. He's not telling you that. He's implying as if every time as you
Because he's a Christian, right?
Dude, ladies and gentlemen, it was fun while it lasted, but I will never have another program.
Hey, don't run. You running?
No, I'm not running.
Baba boy, don't run.
Guess what? I don't have to justify anything I'm saying, but me just have to say.
Oh, God.
Because me can't speak. When you speak, me shut up now, enough. Me not push back, me wait long, and me shut up. But when you speak and anybody push back for the full argument that the professor making about new life. If you have an evolutionist, you believe that all life is singularity. Your boy talking new life.
Right. So he doesn't believe that we all share a genetic common ancestor. He doesn't agree with that, right, Stewpeas?
I asked the same question, but me just answer. You realize? No, I'm dying for you to interview somebody who will put you in your place and tell you, stop it. You're being stupid.
Hey, chef, you sound like that Jordan commercial. Stop it. Get help.
I don't know
Oh my
what this
God,
was
bro.
so bad. I don't understand what he was getting so upset about.
I don't know, because you know what's funny? We did 2 shows ago. I was saying that 95% of mental health, what they call mental health and therapy, is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a show on that, and I was saying that these 2024 men, are just too weak, crying about their mama don't love them and all of that sort of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Stu was giving me pushback on that. A friend from high school, a lady friend of mine, she didn't randomly contact me. I was sending out text blasts, and she was like, "Who is this?" I'm like, "Yo, this Clint from such and such school." She's like, "Oh snap! This, why you ain't called me?" Because I'd seen her a few years ago. I ain't called. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Chef, it just so turns out that she's a licensed psychologist, right? And I was talking to her about this situation and where I could have possibly been better or whatever. And she was saying the same thing as you. Like, she don't know. She thinks possibly as my laughing, I was kind of being. It could have come across as mocking. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Chef. The fact that he just couldn't follow, and this is a recurrent argument in this community, and so many of these guys purport to be these intellectuals, but I'm sorry. It'll sound arrogant me saying it, but I don't see. There's nothing here intellectual from a purely intellectual standpoint that much impresses me outside of your Jabaris and people like that. These guys aren't particularly clever, and they cannot follow arguments. And I did not think that Stewpeas would have enlisted himself in those ranks, but that's where he belongs, because I'm like, dude, when the man says new life, he's clearly speaking about the rearrangement of genetic code. Like the argument should have been done 27 minutes ago. Like there's nothing. And you know what, Chef? I see it all the time when y'all have discussions. Motherfuckers that get bogged down on one word.
Yeah, for 30
for an
minutes.
hour. Like, can move the conversation along. Like, there's so many points to hit. You sitting over here haggling over this one, something that's easily graspable. Like, I mean, it's just, and I never thought that Stewpeas would be, man, you know what? Let me not call people names, but I call Stewpeas name. I was going to compare him to somebody else. I think you know who, but let me leave dude name alone. Let me leave dude name alone. We pushing peace, man.
When you ask the same question over, is that
You have any suggestions? Well, you know what? I was supposed to pull up on that dude with the afro, fat Colin Kaepernick. So you know what?
Here's another example, Chef. He says I don't allow him to speak. But if you're saying things that are not factual, I have to cut in, right? For example, we were having the HIV debate, right? Mm-hmm. And Dr. Raznick, I don't know if you remember him, the one that Ankh dubbed Santa Claus. He had appeared on Sonnetter about 4 years ago and or whatever, right? He had worked in South Africa. He was encouraging the people not to take HIV tests, not to take AZT or any of the medicines and all of that sort of stuff, right? So I was playing a video by Raznick explaining how HIV does not cause AIDS. Now, you know my position. I don't subscribe to germ theory at all. Now, Stewpeas, being a simpleton that he is, because I'm playing this gentleman's video, he assumes that he holds the same position I do. Right? Kept saying, oh, this guy don't believe in viruses, and he's saying that HIV don't exist. And I kept correcting him, like, dude, he believes in he says that the HIV virus, no, matter of fact, Chef, I'm sorry. He says that all retroviruses are harmless, and the HIV virus just happens to be a retrovirus. So he doesn't say that viruses don't exist wholesale. He just specifically says these type of viruses, retroviruses, are not what's the word I'm looking for? Detrimental to human beings, right? Mm-hmm. But he kept saying it over and over, and like how do you not? It was hard for him to, because what I noticed, Chef, with these people, once they find out you're a Christian or you're I don't know, a germ theory denier, is like
they write you off.
Yeah, they just write you off. Like they don't listen to nothing else. Like you could say the sky's blue. No, nigga, the sky ain't blue. Mm-hmm. Like, why is it so hard for you to just have some impulse control, listen to the argument plainly, and just address the argument being made? Like, to me, that's a mark of intelligence. And if you're running around claiming to be scientific and like, it's just beyond me, man. But anyway, the funniest part is coming up.
I'm gonna try to reach out to him again so he could put me in my place. All right. Anyway, so you're not gonna run, right? Because I'm gonna get back into the video. Stewpeas, you there?
Nigga so sassy, man. He back there mad as a bitch.
Hello? Or should I say Usain Bolt?
Hey, you see how I know them buttons, Chef? Mm-hmm. You tell me I don't know them buttons to push. Nigga wasn't saying nothing over there, mad as a motherfucker, steaming, seething. I said, all right, bitch, nigga, you don't want to say that? I threw that Usain Bolt in there all of a sudden.
All right, hold on. I'm going to start sharing again. You know what, though, Stu? I'm probably not going to do a show again on this type of topic because we had 6 people and this boring nerd shit, run them off, is no one person in the chat. So that's told me all I need to know insofar as what people want to talk about. You know what we're talking about next, Stewpeas? Let me see if you can guess. Take a guess.
We're talking about that.
You know what it is. Black Egypt, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you can't beat them, join them.
Join them.
All right, because it's been made clear to me nobody don't want to.
Hey, Chef, watch this, right? Because I was trying to Jedi mind trick him into being my friend again. Like, you see, I tried to defuse it. Like, man, forget all that shit, man. We rocking out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to get him with the Jedi mind trick, but he peeped though.
Hear this boring intellectual science bullshit. They want to hear about who black and who not black, and that's what they want. So that's what they're gonna get. What do you think, Stu?
If you want to talk about that. No, because when I get to talk, so
I almost had him, Chef.
Mm-hmm.
Then he called him. She's like, "Hey, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be mad.
I'm
Fuck
mad
this
at this
nigga."
motherfucker.
That's the truth. We're not having no more show with it, brother. That's the truth. Because I realize the second time you do it, anytime I talk about you have to get pushback on somebody, you automatically start act as if.
Yeah, his phone went out.
You there? You cut out. Hello, Stu.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Go ahead. You was finished? Or you want?
No, I don't talk. There's nothing else on my house.
All right. Are you staying for the duration of this live, or you're gonna run?
I'm not sure. I might stay. I might not stay.
Oh my God, Chef. See, I don't want to do this. The women don't like when I do it. Have you ever seen women in the chat say when we say a dude's acting like a woman or something?
Mm-hmm.
They'll take exception to that shit. But you know when your girl be mad at you?
Yeah.
You be like, yo, you mad? No, I'm not mad. I'm fine. Right?
Mad as a mother.
Mad as a motherfucker, dog. Nigga say I might stay. I might leave. I might go. I might stay. I'm like, brother, listen. Chef, let me tell you something. I'm 42 years old. Stewpeas is 52 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
We both from Jamaica. He's from a place named Duane Park in Kingston. I'm from a place named Waterford in Portmore, St. Catherine, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. I came of age in the 90s, right? Well, technically, I was 8 in 1990, but you grow up fast in Jamaica, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we used to have a game called Salad Kick. It's a soccer game. So basically, it'd be like 10 boys. You'll have like a base. And if someone kicks the balls through your legs, everybody, all the other 9 boys get to kick you mercilessly until you reach that base and cleanse yourself, right? Them the games we used to play, Chef. Stone War. 5 boys would stand on one side of the field, 5 boys on another. We just hurl rocks at each other. Like, this is where we come from, bro. We come from ruggedness, bro. You remember the mesh marina days? All the holes in the remember the Americans used to make fun of that shit?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Jamaicans and rocks, but y'all some rock throwing motherfuckers, man. I got a homeboy who went to jail for killing a dude with a rock. Jamaican homeboy killed the nigga with a rock. You know what I mean? Got into a beef with him, walked across the street, picked up a rock, you know what I mean? Hurled that motherfucker, hit nigga right in the head, nigga never gained consciousness again. You feel me? Like y'all some rock throwing motherfuckers, man.
Chef,
Motherfucking
I
Jamaican
remember.
that throw a rock. Like, yo, do y'all know rocks ain't no motherfucking joke, bro? What type of wild African shit? Y'all motherfuckers still in a stoning motherfucker. Yo, you know, our parents teach us don't throw no motherfucking rocks, yo. And you need to tell them motherfucking Jamaicans that shit. Rock, man. Oh my God, skipping rocks. When we used to go to the motherfucking creek and the motherfuckers playing skip rocks across
Niggas
the
masters
water.
on that shit, huh?
Man.
Hey,
Throwing motherfuckers.
hey, I still got the gash on my left, above my left eye, man. I came that close to losing my eye, man. But the point is, man, Stewpeas 52. I'm 42, bro. I don't know. Like when I play ball with these young dudes and I be putting a hand check on them, chef, that 80 shit. Yeah, nigga, you gonna know I'm here. You feel me? Like that's where we come from, man. I'm not you. I don't like. I ain't gonna lie, man. I know when dudes be getting married, you get domesticated naturally, right?
Right.
And if you don't keep that edge about you, you become a defanged lion. And I think that's what happened to Buddy, man. You really and truly, chef, you're not supposed to be up under your woman like 24. Like it's gonna fuck with your. You lose testosterone. Literally, there's science behind that. I'll probably do a show on that some other time, man. But I just couldn't believe how. Oh, I can leave. I cannot leave. I'm like, I'm just picturing the man switching and sashaying and twisting his neck. Why he's saying it. I'm like, dog, we don't come from that, bruh. We come from nigga rugged shit, man. Like, what I'm talking about? Like getting whooped in school. Like, I'm talking about, have you ever gotten hit with a chalk duster? Y'all, all right. So here in America, y'all had the whiteboards and you would write with like those little marker things, right? But back in them times in Jamaica, you had chalkboards. So you know what chalk is, of course.
Man, I'm 45 years old. You think
That's what I'm saying. So the eraser that you'd use to rub off the chalk, the erasers we had was solid wood. Like the back part of it was solid wood. Right?
Oh, y'all had chalk dusters.
Right. So, dude, have you ever seen a young kid get hit with a fucking wood chalk eraser from a teacher, bro, for talking? Like, no, we come from. Let me tell you something, bro. Jamaica society, even the most like upper echelon, Jamaica is a violent ass place, bro.
Hardcore.
That shit is violent as fuck. Like when I came to America and I look back, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this stuff? Like,
soft ass niggas crying over.
Yeah, niggas crying, and I don't get it, chef.
All right. You're such a man. You got me walking on, and now I got to be walking on eggshells, man.
No, give me the same respect I'm gonna give you. You're not giving me that.
Stewpeas, you cut me all. We both cut each other. Come on now.
No, I might cut you, but I don't try to demean you or belittle you or tell you nothing. But because you're the strongest defender of your argument, and it makes fundamental stupid mistake with biology, talking about new life and rearrangement of DNA when nothing goes so. When it's gradual incremental changes. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, good night. I'm going to talk to my wife.
Oh, you're running? All right, later, Stewpeas. Stewpeas, you're saying Bolt. You're saying Stewpeas. So anyway, Peter Bagjuice is perfectly capable of carrying a show by himself. So no problem. And don't come back neither, I know. Let me make sure I say you're running now. Okay, yeah, Stewpeas run gone. Oh, man.
Yeah, you and Tag.
Hey, that's the other thing too, chef. And I know they do it in Baltimore too. I know y'all boys steady rank on each other, man.
Hell yeah.
Come on, man. And when dudes sense that it's getting to you, what happens?
Oh, they gonna keep going? Oh my God. Oh my God. Like that's like nigga in a barbershop. Jesus.
Man, nigga, it's like a piranha on a goddamn guppy, man. You feel me? Niggas gonna latch onto your ass and literally tear you asunder. Literally draw and quarter you like the medieval days. Just rip your whole body apart, nigga.
Oh yeah. Me and my homeboys is, you wouldn't even think we liked each other. The way we go in on each other. So that's like, even our girls be like, yo, y'all niggas are sick. Like that is the craziest friendship y'all got.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Hey,
like
but guess what though? If one of your dogs down bad, you'll do anything damn near to help your
without
brother out.
without question.
You feel me?
Without question.
Yeah, man. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that pretty much concludes the show. I'm gonna hop in the chat right quick, see who pulled out. I know my cousin was in there and Tika was in there too. Tika always be showing me a lot of love. I'm really appreciative, man,
Yeah,
with my
Tika,
struggle.
we gotta go and support. I told Tika to start going live because she said she wanted to start doing her show. So I told her go live, man. Like I said, man, any way I can help y'all, let me know.
Mhm.
We can put our heads together and you know what I mean, come up with some content. I'm all for
Bruh,
it.
chef. Like talk to Ankh, man. I know you listen, bro. Like them people they want to be associated with the wild Baltimore nigga. These is proper ass college. Them people super. You know what I'm saying? They watching your content, you cussing people out, and on the other end, Jabari is squeaky clean, right?
Right.
Now, them people go, Chris Broussard them go mess with Jabari, right? Because he's more in there. That's their sort of people. Ivy League educated. Once they learned all of that, they're like, ooh, we like him. You know what I'm saying? Jack and Jill and all of that's the type of people they gravitate toward. Now, the thing I love about Jabari, man, I promise you I love this brother, man. No Sean Combs, bro. Jabari not finna close the door on you, bruh. Let him get up in the big house, bruh. He gonna talk them. He gonna talk to them people and be like, "Hey, man, look, my brother. My brother Bobby. He's a good brother, man. He just come from a wild side of different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He gonna get you in there. Come on, man. Like what we got here is golden. I don't see nowhere else on this internet where people are addressing these scholastic type of topics, particularly in the black community, because most of black YouTube is a bunch of gossip about Sexy Red and this one and a bunch of bullshit
About celebrities, right?
about celebrities, right? Now, you have all these different groups doing these different things, man. Dudes is supposed to be linking up, man, and niggas supposed to create like a little network. All right, you finna go on at 11, you come on at 1, and then when I'm done at 11, I tell the people, hey, by the way, what's the name finna go? Let y'all go over. You know what I'm saying? And
next show over on bag juice shit. You know what I mean?
You feel me?
On at 11. You feel me? Pseudo killers on at 9. You know what I mean? Garfield on at 8. You know what I mean? Like that's how I both that's I was thinking. I actually pitched that to niggas.
What they said?
I mean, that sounds good, boom, boom, boom. But everybody in there doing their own thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Because dudes miss the forest for the trees. Dude, who gives a shit if I subscribe? Okay, you believe that these germs represent possibly an existential crisis to humanity. Okay, so I can get why you take exception with that type of shit. But if I believe this dead cracker was wrong about, who gives a shit, man? Like it ain't that deep, man. It ain't supposed to be to the point where you really like we can't do business. Like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hey, and by the way, hold on, what Lovejoy said, you have to actually build good rapport with people, not be contentious and haughty. Now, Lovejoy, I must admit, I am an arrogant fellow. I'm not gonna lie. I am. It's a demon. See, our prophet teaches us. I hate to be one of them type of niggas, chef, but our prophet, my prophet and yours, our beloved American prophet, Noble Drew Ali, teaches in the Moorish science, in the Moorish Holy Quran, that the only enemy of man is his own ego. And that's who we refer to as the devil. So we all got an axe to bear. Mine is, from a very young age, I've always been very astute, very book smart. And, that could be a gift and a curse, chef, because sometimes you start smelling your own shit. And, me coming into the Moorish science, it really helped me to show me how much of an arrogant asshole I was. And I think I've made strides in that area, but I'm not gonna sit and let someone say that the scientist meant brand new DNA when he was simply speaking about a reshuffling. Like, I can't allow, like, I want my platform to be a little bit more cerebral than the others. No offense, right? I just want it to be to a standard. And I don't want somebody listening on the playback, hearing this dude continually, and then he's talking about these PhD scientists as if there's some nigga off the road or something. Oh, he's messing up science. He's messing up biology. And like that man done forgot more about biology than me and you know put together, man. Like, cut it out, dude. Because he's a Christian, you think he's an idiot? Like, just stop. I'm not gonna allow you to do that, right? Because when somebody comes on this channel, they see Peter Bag Juice. So if they hear you rambling off inane nonsense, that's coming back on me. No, I gotta call it out and I gotta say you being stupid. And when you acting like a sissy, right? Because Chef, the man won't even answer my calls, bro. Like on the live, he said, "Oh, by the way, this is the last time I'll be on the show. Now, me and Bag Juice, we'll talk off air. We could still be friends, but no more show." So I'm thinking, all right, I'm cool with that. I don't want to lose a homie. So I call the man, bro. He gonna hit me with an automatic text. Can you call me later? I said, what? Chef, you hear me? You there, Chef?
Yep, I was talking to this young lady.
Your daughter?
No, this lady I know. Take your ass upstairs.
Oh, you talking about? Okay, you talking about wifey. Hey, so anyway, Chef. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. Like, okay, man. I was laughing or whatever. You thought whatever, man. Dude, how you gonna tell me? Can can you call me back late? So, Chef, you were saying that can me, who's calling him, call him back later?
Right.
Right? Don't you normally put I'll call you back
I'll
later?
call you back later, right?
You see how sassy this nigga is? Like, you see, I was willing to reconcile, but when he did, I'm like, nah, man, I don't want no nigga that effeminate around me. Like, effeminate niggas like that is too volatile and dangerous. I don't want no nigga. I want gladiators around me, whether it be physical gladiators or intellectual gladiators, man. I don't want no weak, you know, I don't want no weakness around me, man. But anyway, man, that's the end of the show, Chef. Appreciate you on the pull up, man. When you finna go live, bro?
I'm about to make a thumbnail now, so I'm gonna put something together. I'm gonna try to get us caught up on this
Oh my God, it's Black Egypt, huh?
yeah, you know.
Oh my God,
I
bro.
was wrestling with Reggie the other night. Reggie is a handful. I don't know how these niggas deal with Reggie. He has an attitude and he is testy. He's a grumpy old man, man. Like, and he don't want nobody to disagree with him. So it's kind of hard having a conversation with him because he be buck ass wrong, and
Yep.
then he get attitude with everybody. So I
And
like dealing with him. He's funny.
he's very condescending.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Very condescending. And he'll pull rank on you in a minute.
In a heartbeat. Who are you?
In a heartbeat. What have you written? Like, damn, dog, I gotta write some shit, bro, to just talk to you, bro.
But he cannot offend, Reggie cannot offend me with that shit. See, a motherfucker can't offend me if they not doing better than me. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I'm not an uppity guy at all. You dig what I'm saying? But that's how I gauge it. You're gonna have to be doing better than me to make me look at myself. And, you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the type of shit that'll make me look at myself. And even like if I see you are more adjusted mentally than me, you dig what I'm saying? Like that can even fuck with me. So it ain't just financial.
Monetary, yeah.
It's everything. You know what I mean? I really assess myself off of looking at how other people are doing in life. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have something to gauge yourself by. You know
Right.
what I mean? So, all right, yo, yeah, click the link.
Yeah, man.
Good
Peace,
looking.
peace, Chef. I'm definitely finna be pulling up, man. Hey,
All
Tika said, all right, Chef.
right.
Hey, Tika funny as hell. Tika say Stewpeas just need time to heal. And Love Joy, you know I'm not fucking with you. I'm about to demodify your ass. You piss me off, bruh. Let me not call you no bruh, because probably that's part of the reason too why you be talking to me how you talk to me. Because you ain't my bruh. You know what I'm saying? I told you stop texting my phone talking about yo, like I'm one of your dogs. Stop doing it and stop talking to me about buddy. Then you randomly text my phone like stop doing that, man. You feel me? I'm gonna let you live for now. I'm gonna let you live for now, but you on timeout for probably at least a good 2 weeks. I can't talk to you. You piss me off. Anyway, man, you about to be out of here, man. Finna take y'all out to the wonderful sounds of one Terry Ganzi from Duane Park, Jamaica. Same place as our brother Stewpeas, man. It's unfortunate, man, that our relationship had to come to such an ignominious end. But such is life, people. Que sera, sera. All right, man. Where we at, Mr. Terry Ganzi? How we gonna get the people out of here, man? Let's go, Terry.
I'm in a killing mood. Why you come test me and I go on like it rude? Boss me gun on the boy face and the boy drop like a stooge. In the meantime, yes I am a dumb man but me gun talk. People know that from Waltham Park. Yes I am a dumb man but me gun talk. People know that from over New York to the old law. None of them man no cheat. All we
I'm sorry. Terry Ganzi is from Waltham Park, not Duane Park. Sorry.
He done about sinner and merciless to the old law. None of them man no cheat. All wicked and
Damn, my man was on the Black and Miles way back in the 90s. Y'all saw that? Hold on.
merciless to the old law. None of them man no cheat. All wicked and a bassino and merciless. Tell them fi come, buck up in a rep. If on a mail round the law and I get no instant, let watch them up on a pop up, so run out of breath. Me give them lyrics to them chest and that them can't digest. In a class done a pass and mean me well intellect. Why too obstinate him get the one we select. We a murderer, oh we them a follow. We a slaughterer, oh we them a follow. Yes, I am a dumb man, but me gun talk. People know that from out of cash a park. Yes, I am a dumb man, but me gun talk. People know that from you in the park. If they no like how me talk, tell them go chuck off a wap. Get nyam by some big mouth, hungry belly shark. Tired tell the bad boy with mascot, we no laugh. If I no test the all out, no get shot in and no sleep. Me no matter if in farm, I go call the sheriff. Them a search for the outlaw months, years and a weeks. Up a Pegasus, kick back or relax. And a vacation ain't gonna stay long. To the outlaw, and none of them man no check. Holy wicked and a bassino and merciless. To the outlaw, none of them man no check. Holy wicked and a bassino and merciless. In the heart of the battle and a bust the SLR. All what I gone we not go left judge afar. Some work from me gun like me just light a cigar. Get enough experience during the Vietnam War. That boy from Jupiter and send it to a Marius. Say when me talk you know send up for them vex, you know. One thing for sure them can't talk me on me chest. Plus a boy out to frazzle and leave it lifeless. Amongst the hypocrites friend it a go on like a roughneck. When it out outer road it's like baby helpless. No man a curse, oh Jaja already done bless. Yes I am a dumb man but me gun talk.
People know that from out of Casha Park. Yes, I am a dumb man, but my gun talk. Yes, sir, Mr. Terry Ganzi. So, yo, people, I enjoyed the stream. Thought it was a wonderful stream, man. Thank y'all for pulling up. Peter Bag Juicy favorite, Jamaican. We out of here till next time. Hey, Chef, thank you for the pull up. Tika, Lovejoy, everybody was in the chat. My cousin Teddy, everybody, love y'all, man. Happy Memorial Day. Until next. Matter of fact, see y'all tomorrow. Pulling right back up tomorrow.